Welcome! Hey, what's up everybody? It's your girl Merle, and today we've got a fun one. I mean, listen. Listen. Like a million of you guys tagged me in this recipe on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. And I see this queen making vegan cheese out of potatoes. Potatoes! And I have to tell you, it brings me right back to the good old days. You know, it just reminds me of one of these classic TikTok viral recipes, which usually are not that great. But maybe, just because she seems super put together and cool and like, I don't know, she seems like she knows what she's doing, maybe it'll work. But I have to say, either way, whether it's disgusting or it's delicious, there's one thing that I can never repay her TikTok for, and it's for giving me this TikTok in response.
This is a potato.
I know. I knew it before you even said it, before you even told us.
It just brings me a lot of joy, and so either way it's a win because that exists. Now listen, I am shook to my core that she didn't use any nutritional yeast in this recipe. That is a choice. And there's also no vegan butter in the recipe. I mean, but she uses oil, so I don't know. I mean, I guess it's otherwise pretty simple, which we love. But my guess, if I had to guess, my guess is that this is gonna taste like fairly congealed, cheesy-ish mashed potatoes. Either way, I'm excited. I have a straight up bushel of potatoes, so let's get cooking and see if we can turn these bad boys into cheese. All right, so one thing I love about this recipe right off the bat is that it is simple, people. Fairly accessible ingredients and pretty straightforward. No rolling out dough and, you know, molecular gastronomy, none of that, none of those fancy tricks that we have up our vegan sleeves. Simple. We're blending it up, heating it up, and cooling it down. That's my cup of tea. So, the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to steam our potato. Wait, let me do it like she did. This is a potato, and we're gonna steam it. So, I'm gonna take this big boy, and I'm gonna pop it in my steamer right now. Okay, so it's been about 12 minutes. I'm gonna just poke it with this fork and see if she's ready. Okay, so our potato is steamed, and now we're just gonna go ahead and peel the skin off. I let mine cool down for like 15-20 minutes just so I don't burn my hands to an absolute crisp. Oh, it smells good. Why don't I steam potatoes more often? And we're gonna be blending it up, so I'm just gonna cut it up a little bit, slice it up into usable slices. Okay, great. Now we're gonna take this bad boy over to my blender here, and we're gonna add in all of the seasonings and whatnot. So we're gonna add in our potato, some turmeric. Now she didn't give measurements for the majority of these spices, so it's kind of like whatever you feel feels right. Some paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. And then this is where it gets kind of fun, pickle juice. Now, I love that she's using pickle juice. I think that's so cool, and I'm very excited to see what it's gonna taste like. Let me show you the pickle juice I'm using. My pickles of choice, Grillo's pickles. Delicious. I love them, and you can't really go wrong. Your pickle juice of choice. Some olive oil. And finally, a little slurry here of starch and plant-based milk. I'm using cashew milk and some potato starch just because it's a potato recipe. But you can probably use any kind of starch. She just said starch in the TikTok. And this is just gonna help to thicken it up. So now we're gonna blend it together and see what happens. Ooh, I smell the pickles, but hey, whatever, we'll see. I'm a believer. I've seen wilder things work. We're gonna take this out of here and we're going to heat it up over the stove over like a medium heat for about 5 to 8 minutes. And I guess that should kind of activate the starch. We've got our potato cheese heated up, and now I'm supposed to transfer it over to a container. We're gonna chill it overnight. So let's move this bad boy in there. Ooh, it looks interesting. I like the color. Okay. Now listen, I've done a lot of these recipes, okay? I've turned into a natural skeptic, and I'm just curious how this is gonna taste like cheese if there's nothing really in it that tastes like cheese. Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, we get the salt and the vinegar from the pickle juice, and we have garlicky flavors in there. But there's no like mustard, ground mustard or anything. I'm just intrigued. All right, well, I guess for now I'll see you tomorrow. Cross your fingers and your toes. Good morning. It is the next day and we've got our potato cheese here and we got some sweet potato cheese because yes, she also made sweet potato cheese. Although I didn't see the end result of the sweet potato cheese. She just mentioned that you can do the same thing. So we're gonna slice these up. Let's get them out of their containers and then we're gonna try to melt them and see what happens. Okay, so I guess it's solid. So we're off to a good start. It's definitely solid. How do we get you out of here? Come on. Gravity! Don't let me down now. Hold on. Oh. Okay. I think I'm going to slice this in half. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I did a terrible job cutting this. Holy moly. I wasn't paying attention. Whoops. This is a piece of cheese. You know, I kind of see how it could look like an aged Parmesan. There she is. The next thing we do is cut a slice of it off, right? Kind of just breaks apart. It's not like super solid. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it raw and see what happens. Pickled potatoes. It doesn't taste like revolting, but I'm sure as hell not getting cheese. I mean, I didn't know how I was gonna get cheese because there's no cheesy flavoring in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I guess you could like eat it on a cracker like she did. It's legit like pickles. That's it. That's all I'm getting is pickles. From 0 to 10, how much does this taste like cheese? I'm gonna give it like a 2. The texture is very rubbery. Okay, so listen, the texture is rubbery, the flavor is like pickles. It smells like pickled mashed potatoes, and it just disintegrates in your mouth. I don't think this is gonna melt. She said it melts and it grates. Do we even need to see if this melts? I guess we can test it just for fun. She said it melts, so. Okay, well, as I expected, it doesn't really do much of anything. It just kind of gets mushy. Kind of just turns back into mashed potatoes. I'm sure it would grate because it's like a gelatinous blob, so it will grate. I'm honestly pretty disappointed. She seems like a lovely person, a nice lady, but I do think we could do possibly some tweaks to this that'll make it less congealed pickled mashed potatoes. But first, I want to try the sweet potato cheese. Again, sweet potatoes and pickles? I don't know, man. That doesn't sound great. I'm nervous about this one, I can't lie. Oh, she's loose. She's ready to come out though, that's good. Out you go. The wop. Another slab on the table. So, come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. This one feels wrong. It's just like astronaut Thanksgiving sweet potatoes. It's holding together, but should it? Smells so weird. Pickles and sweet potatoes? Pickles and sweet potatoes? Nope. See ya. Just kidding, I'm still here. What the hell is this? My friend, you can't just say that you can do the same thing with sweet potatoes and it's gonna be cheese. And then this is what it is. This is pickles juice mixed in with sweet potatoes. It's not right. The police are coming for this sweet potato block. I don't know if you can hear them, they're on their way. This is not it. This has never been it. This never will be it. I was suspicious of this one already. I was right. I didn't want to be right about this recipe, about this trend. And again, she seems like a nice lady, and I'm glad that she's putting vegan recipes out there into the internet, into the ether, into the world. It's amazing. But I'm sad to say these did not deliver on their promise to me today. Okay, so this one I would give a 0 out of 10. It doesn't taste anything like cheese. It doesn't taste like anything I've ever had or ever want to have again. But I did like the idea of potato cheese, so I tried my own version. Let's see how that one tastes. I'm still sure that it's gonna have a rubbery texture that I'm not gonna like, but maybe the flavor's a little bit better. I tried to balance the sweetness with the cheesiness with acidity. So we've got some nutritional yeast, salt, apple cider vinegar. Is that? Oh, a little piece of sweet potato got in there. I am now more convinced than ever that I need to do a best of vegan cheese series, because I don't want people thinking vegan homemade cheese is bad, but some of these trends give it a bad name, you know? Kind of like solidified cheesy mashed potatoes. At the end of the day, I don't know if potatoes are necessarily the best way to make a vegan cheese. But if you are interested in making a delicious potato vegan cheese, check out Sauce Stash's video, which is all about making potato cheese and fermenting potatoes and carrots to make a good vegan cheese. I'm sure that one is worth checking out. This one's quicker, you're not fermenting anything, but the end result is not gonna be spot on or even really that close. If you're expecting it to act like mozzarella or cheddar cheese, you're gonna be disappointed. We need to do a vegan cheese series. We need to figure out how to make the best vegan mozzarella, Parmesan, cheddar. Drop any of the cheese requests you might have for me. I think I'm gonna make this into a series. I wanna put some good recipes out there and not just keep trying these crazy ones that don't really leave you with much other than don't bother trying it. Yeah. I mean, that was that. In the meantime, I will link a bunch of actually really good vegan cheese homemade recipes in my description that you guys can check out so you don't feel like, oh no, there's no way forward, vegan cheese sucks. No, you can make really good homemade vegan cheese, trust me, and I'll do a series about it soon. So if you enjoyed this video or you're grateful for my services for eating pickled sweet potatoes solidified into gelatinous form, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps more than you know. And I'll keep pumping these videos out every week for y'all. I have a good time doing it. Let me know what you'd like to see next. If you want to hang out with me between videos, I live stream on Twitch about 2 to 3 times a week. I've got a Discord. I'm on there almost every single day if you want to chat. Hit me up. All my links to my socials are in the description. But anyway, in the meantime, I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Ciao for now.